if you cannot get this bolt off, for example, if a garage uses an impact wrench and you can't get it off by hand, what I recommend doing is getting a heat gun. So we have this battery heat gun. Heat up the bolt really, really nice and hot. Get that bolt heated up nice and hot, and then turn counterclockwise. So you're gonna turn it left to the left, which is counterclockwise, and give all your might and your pressure with it heated up, and it definitely will help you get it off way better than trying to do it cold. All right, next step is to use a heat gun and heat it up and try then. But holy cow, guys. I'm not a weakling at all, and I've been at this for 30 minutes. We don't want to strip it, but man, they have, all right, so that's turned off. Oh, man, this is just... All right, let's try this. You are one bugger. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Did we get it? Oh, my word. We got it, guys. Oh, you guys didn't see that? I hit the cam. Oh. Thank you, Lord. Wow. Heat gun, my friends. A heat gun. Whew, okay. Now I think we kind of got this, our 13mm stuck. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay. Wow. All right. For now on, we're doing our oil changes. Nobody else. So this part can get a little tricky, but we're not worried about dropping our bolt down in because we have the catcher in here. But what we don't want is the oil to go spraying everywhere else. So let me make sure the cam's still on so y'all can see this. Oh, nice. Nice. We didn't even get any on our fingers or anything. Okay. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. You can also, to help it breathe a little bit, they say you can loosen your oil filter at the same time, but I recommend just simply staying down here because you can see the speed and the pressure starting to drop, so you want to move your bucket with it. Oh, but that's nice and smooth oil. That's good. I mean, that's not... I'm not seeing anything, but yeah, we'll be doing our oil changes from here on out, that's for sure. So we'll take that bolt out, we'll clean that up, we'll wipe up the top here. Once it gets it stripped so it's down there pretty good, we'll then go ahead and loosen up. Okay, so you see how it's bending backwards? That's why you want to be under here to be able to move it around. Okay, so that's good there. We're gonna go at the top and we're now gonna loosen our oil filter. We're not gonna take it off right away. We're just gonna loosen it up. Some people say it allows it to breathe and more oil can then come out of your hole. So, I mean, if that's true or not, I don't know. It's just what people say. So, 24mm is what you're gonna want for your 2013 and related body style and year Jeep for the 3.6. And for other vehicles, they say 24mm works as well. It is very important that when you put this back on, your filter back on and everything, you do not over tighten. That's, you know, a lot of people do that. You don't have to over tighten it, just make it tight when you put it back on. Make sure you put the filter on the same way that you take it out. Okay, so we can see that the open end faces down so you don't drip everywhere, you can remove, got a little bit on our filter here. You could have a paper towel handy. That way, when it drips, so like this, to keep it on, which I think we're gonna actually go ahead and a flathead can also work for this ring, but it's pretty easy. You know, they're not on there super tight. You just kind of got to get a little piece of it and try not to get the plastic at all. And then you just kind of work it out, and it just kind of goes over it. Again, it's not that hard. Make sure it goes to the very top. You can use some oil that's on the inside and you can rub around that ring if you want. So that's what I like doing. Take your finger, rub around the ring, put some oil on there, like that. This goes in like this, and it should pop in. It should spin, but not be loose at all. So you should be able to spin it, but it shouldn't be loose. So it shouldn't wiggle or anything. And now we're ready to put it back in. Okay, now this is important. When you're lining it up, hand tighten it. So when you're twisting this on, you want to make sure you hand tighten it. And it should twist on nice and smooth. You shouldn't have to force it. So you should be able just to twist it on nice and smooth until you get down to the bottom part here. And then you should be able to use your tool. Again, once you get it tight, you don't want to over tight it. There we go, that's probably about good. If you're worried that you didn't make it tight enough, yeah, that's good. I'm not gonna go anymore. If you're worried you didn't do it tight enough, you can always check on the tightness of it. You know, after a couple days of driving or a day or two of driving, you can even do the wiggle test. Like it should be nice there, solid, and you should be good to go. So yeah, that is how you do the oil change. Now, while all this was taking place, we've of course had the oil bolt underneath open. So we've had it open. You know, letting it continuously drain for a while. You definitely want it to drain for a while. When adding new oil, if you ask Google, they say 6 quarts it takes. Some guys say 5. You know, I would just play with it. And what you want to do is you want to first pull out your dipstick. You want to take a paper towel and completely wipe it off. So you want to completely wipe off your dipstick. And then put it back in. And then you can start filling up your oil cap, which your oil cap's gonna be over here. So it's gonna be over on the far side. So over here by the engine, it's gonna be your oil cap. We're gonna set that off to the side here. And we're gonna get our funnel and fill it up. So this is for engines with 75,000 miles or more rated. We got 160. So we're gonna go ahead and fill it up with oil now. So this is a 5 quarts, and most guys say 5 to 6, so we'll see. After you guys go ahead and put oil in your vehicle, go ahead and let your vehicle idle for a little bit before you go for a full drive.